Hello, welcome everybody to the Porsche Experience Center Los Angeles. I'm Ed Lowe, head of editorial for the MotorTrend Group, and I'm here with my new friend, Breegan Jane, interior designer extraordinaire. This is gonna be super fun. We are here to build Breegan's ultimate Porsche. Before we do that though, I really wanna hear about Breegan's first experience with Porsche. She's got a great story to tell.
Well, my first car was a Porsche. I had the Boxster S. I thought I was the coolest girl in the world. I worked way too much. I had a clothing store at the time, and I was manufacturing clothes here in Los Angeles. And so I used to have to pick up bolts of fabric to turn them into clothing. And I would pick them up myself. In my Boxster, I would sort of back it into these big bays where they'd be loading semis. And the guys would just put like about 6 bolts I could fit in between that space that's behind your headrest and then the rest of the car. It worked perfectly. I would just drive down that freeway feeling like the coolest girl in the world who was ready to take on the design world.
That's awesome. And what's even more awesome is that we have you here to help us in this process of building the ultimate Macan for you because, at MotorTrend, we're a bunch of car guys. We tend to focus probably a little too much on the performance side, and we don't really look at everything you can do from a design and from a style perspective. So really looking forward to your input.
Well, there's such a classic clean line on the Porsche exterior. And the fact that you have these options and can show them to the consumer, it just makes me so excited because really that performance that you talk about, it is function first in design. But then it's about your daily use and how you're gonna feel in the space, which is why I get crazy about color options because it really comes about the environment you're creating so that you can feel great driving it.
Let's dive in. We are already on the Macan page and the Porsche configurator is available at Porsche.com. We want to focus on the new models of the Macan. So there's obviously the base model, the Macan S, but I feel like GTS is really
we gotta go luxury with Porsche.
Luxury, highest performance version available. So here we go. Again, super deep configurator. Way too many options. We don't have time for all of them. We're gonna lean.
You can never have too many design options, Ed.
Okay.
But that's what I'm here to help with.
So let's click through. I think we decided this cleaner background helps us focus on the vehicle, right?
It does.
So we entered the studio, if you will, with Breegan, and now we wanna talk color. I understand you kind of did some homework here.
I did.
And you had 2 color options that you really liked.
Yes, there's a volcano metallic gray.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that second color.
There it is.
And then I also was liking that chalk.
Right. So these are 2 great colors.
They're 2 great colors. And for me, I love that this is so user-friendly and that we can see it with such immediacy. Can I say that? I wish I had this design option for homes for my clients. I think visually seeing things is so important.
And you can go through the different angles too, which is great. So you can see it all the way around.
I mean, I'm impressed already. But the reason I think I like this one better is because of the color options on your wheels. I'm seeing a gold wheel.
Okay.
And in interiors right now, we're seeing such a use of, look at that.
That looks great.
It's like the perfect mixed metal color. It's a neutral, but it helps that Porsche logo at the front sort of have the prominence that you want.
Yep.
It really is timeless, which to me is Porsche.
And I understand part of the reason you like this wheel combination, you can see this red caliper that peeps in.
Little hint, it's the details, Ed, that matter.
Right.
And the fact that I can see that detail here really helps me make that decision.
Man, you blew my mind earlier. We were talking a little bit about, you have some color theory, you got some ideas here in terms of leather. What's on your mind?
I mean, you gotta go with the red, right? It, to me, says speed, it says performance, it says luxury. We love red on the bottom of our shoes. Red just says, we're here. But I love that it's like an open the door sort of surprise. The exterior, I think, being in such a beautiful neutral palette needs this pop. I debated here when I was playing with it. I think the beige also reads with a nice contrast and a neutral, but the red to me just speaks to the speed and the performance of this car.
We have some great color combinations already set up here. We got some gold, we got some metallic, we got red and some black trim, and we did a little homework here. The premium package allows you to keep the beautiful gold wheels. If you went with the GTS package, you have to go with black wheels, and that is we can't do that.
We got to keep our little shine.
So we're going to go with the premium package, which adds all these amazing features: the panoramic roof, the LED lighting system, heated seats, ventilated seats. We got to upgrade the stereo, though. Go with the Burmeister.
Totally good by me and important to my family. We listen to music in the car. It's kind of our chance to bond.
Okay.
Everyone gets to pick a song. We got to be able to blast that.
All right. So we got that. And then let's jump into some of the fun things we can do on the exterior. So Porsche allows you to add different pops here and there on things like the door handles and the mirrors, and you had some thoughts there, right?
Yeah, well, and I love how design, one decision builds off of the next. Right. So we needed to do the high gloss roof rails because I surf,
yes,
and I've got to be able to put those things on the roof. But then the fact that I can bring in that tiny detail on the rails and the mirror just bring together the design decisions for me.
And here's an interesting little feature. This side blade has a bunch of stuff you can do with it. So you can keep it at the body color. We can do it in the high gloss black. We can do it in carbon fiber.
We gotta go carbon fiber.
Okay.
We're building a new classic to me. It's timeless, and I love the mixed metals feel that it has. So introducing that carbon fiber obviously speaks to luxury, but it also adds another neutral and a nice texture that I think just stands out.
And another cool feature you can do on top of this side
Maybe
rail,
my favorite feature.
maybe your favorite feature is bringing some gold to it, right?
It's those little details that like bring it all together.
Let's do performance here real fast. So
Function first,
function
always.
first, always. This is a fast car. It's going to be a family hauler, so we want to give you some air suspension, make it nice and comfortable inside. And then also, I think, adding the Porsche Torque Vectoring PTV Plus system makes it drive sporty. I know you like to drive fast, so this is great. And we'll add that in. And then we need to have the sport clock, which is the beautiful clock up in the center of the Sport Chrono. I think we've designed, perhaps,
My perfect car?
your perfect Macan GTS.
I just love these details, and I love that you can see them in immediacy because it ties everything together. For me, you have the classic Porsche logo that you want to stand out. You've picked those up in the wheels, and then the tiniest of details, to me as a designer, really matter in painting the whole picture. The way the red pops is awesome, and the high gloss black really makes the unique color of this Porsche just stand out. I feel like it's like the perfect piece of jewelry.
Oh, I dig it.
Just the
mixed metals.
texture on that, like just the small details.
It's almost like an Easter egg. It's great. But then you even bring some of that from the outside in. So when we go from the red on the caliper
Right, and then you
to
have
the red
this.
in the interior, the seating surfaces, but also on the clock. But wow, what an amazing vehicle. And even down to having the color-matched seat belts.
Just the classic, seamless picture this is, that's a tiny detail that really matters to me visually.
Right, exactly. This was very educational for me. It's great to hear from a design pro how to spec a car and some of the considerations in terms of color theory and bringing in these sort of modern trends. Hope you had a good time.
I had a great time. And performance function first, but I love these design features. If you can just adjust them for my kitchens, I would be appreciative.
And thank you so much for watching. This has been a lot of fun, this Porsche design session with Breegan Jane.